Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/Dan Gheesling, Champions Assault going live. What is Champions Assault? Some may say it's a grudge match. Some may say it's a competition show. I say it's whatever we say it is. Myself against Ryan Gary. We're holding a draft today. We're going to be drafting MichaelAlFox, last_great_wolf, BaerTaffy, or AlpacaPatrol to go head-to-head for monies and pride. It's a 4-week event on Twitch every Tuesday night. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a little draft analysis pre-draft. So Ryan and I are going to square off tonight to determine who gets the first pick. And, you know, how you pick players in this could determine the outcome. It's a reality gaming show, one may say.
Bruh.
Now, if we're going to take a look at the analysis, let's go ahead. Let's break down our opponent first. You know, let's call it what it is. The other coach, the other leader, the other captain. Ryan Gary Letourneau. You know, we'll talk positives and we'll talk some cons. All right, number one positive. I think at times he can be very dialed in, a very formidable opponent at times. I think at the same time, if we catch him on a zany day, maybe we pump him with anecdotes. Maybe all of a sudden we slip a Jimmy past him. Maybe we win earlier. What else is Ryan good at? I'd say he's probably even Steven across the board against all games. You know, I think he's got like a pretty, I'd give him like an 80th percentile skill. Where we can catch him though, and as where people may not think, potential DAE games. You get surprised a little DAE, like what he's got going on in Bumbo right now. You got to wake up pretty early in the morning and say we're out galaxy braining him, but that's the case. So no disrespect. We mean a zero disrespect. But zero disrespect. But I do think, you know, this may be the closest we're going to come to beating him. I think you're going to get a good show today. Outside of that, let's get to what matters here. The ball players, the potential. You know, it's not about the X's and O's. It's about the Jimmys and Joes, the players that are running sets for you. So let's do an early draft analysis here. First up, last_great_wolf, also known as Austin, also known as Smart Dog. Let's talk positives. Let's talk cons. Positives. Some may say he's coming in gaming acumen, potentially ranked first, most skilled in his gaming acumen. You know, we'll call it what is his potential tilt level. He could also be first when it comes to being tilted. This is just our in-house analysis. So we're gonna look at these draft notes when making a decision. Do we draft this individual or not? Another thing, you know, we could talk about here is we'll call it teammateness, ability to work within a team. Some of the experts may have them, you know, let's just call them in the 50th percentile for team play. You know, that could be a pro or a con. But I think overall, when you're talking about manual dexterity, he's in a very high percentage. I think his draft stock, you know, this could be a potential first overall, or he could slip. He could slip in the draft. You never know. You never know where he's gonna go. You know, you just don't know where he could get drafted. You know. Don't know. I don't know. You know, we don't mean any disrespect here. Just, you know, he's a look. We call him as we see him here, ladies and gentlemen. He's someone you want on your team, and maybe someone you don't want to go up against. Nonetheless, Let's last underscore gray underscore wolf, also known as Smart Dog. Potential first round pick. Speaking of first round picks, it's a good looking chap right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're unfamiliar, kind of lined up pretty well. This is BaerTaffy. Some may have him ranked in terms of positive first in overall FPS domination. If there's any FPS games, I don't think there's any doubt. You know, some may say Austin has the edge. He's getting the stamp, the #1 FPS player. Also, gaming abilities, platformer, maybe the best platformer in the mix right now. Okay. Potential cons about drafting this individual. Look, there's a whole lot of upside. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's tough, man. I can't come up with any downside. It's a solid pick. What is the song? Bear wouldn't want to listen to the song. Here's what you get with Bear. Yeah, let's call it what it is. You know, what you get with Bear, you get a guaranteed winner. You know, this is like you want to go for a double or triple. Like this may be the safest bet. You know, this is gonna put you in a position. He's gonna win you some ball games just on pure skill alone. Question is, I'd say that I wouldn't call it a con, but the question mark on him is, can he hit the big one when it's time to clutch up? Can he do it? That's on the NFL draft notes. That's what it is. So first round potential lock, but is he a 1 or is he a 2 or does he slip? I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to tune into Champions of Salt tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, next up on the draft board here, ladies and gentlemen, we have Rob, aka AlpacaPatrol. And when it comes to Robert, you know, you got some pros, you got some cons. I think the biggest pro is what I think you're gonna get. I think you're gonna get SE. I think you're gonna get some more Steady Eddie. You know, some call him a ball player, some call him a base runner. But I think he, when called to the plate, I think he can knock it out of the park. The con on Robert is which one you're gonna get. Are you gonna get Jokester Rob? Or are you gonna get 9mm Beretta Rob? I don't know. You know, this is the type of a pick. He could be a first rounder. He could be a second rounder. This dude could end up being the MVP of the whole tournament just on sleeper cells alone. You just don't know, you know? It's going to be an interesting pick. Roberts, he's got some strength and strategy. Maybe, you know, platforming and action-based games may not be his strength. But you take a kid out of the East Coast, put him in a competition, I think he's going to be a ball player. You know, I'm not saying we're picking him, but I'm not saying we're going to pick him. Little low on that one. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have an individual. Goes by the name red and white striped shirt. MichaelAlFox, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, you talk about when you think about MichaelAlFox, one word, hyphenated, underscored comes to mind. Underrated. You got your pros, you got your cons. Your pros, some have him ranked first in TP, team play. He's gonna be down for the cause. Potential con, creativeness. He brings a lot of sauce to the table. He's very diligent, very systematic. He likes beautiful things. The Champions Assault may not be a spot for beautiful things. It could just be an all-out brawl. You know, does that creativeness maybe help him? Or is it a potential con? I don't know. Second thing you got to keep an eye on. Peppers. If he consumes too many of his homegrown, it could be a rough one. However, there is one positive, one con that a lot of people are going to overlook. When his back's against the wall, he throws punches. It's deep lore that he's knocked out Ryan Gary Letourneau before. Threw a punch late high school, knocked him out cold. Now, it could be an interesting if Ryan Gary selects him. Is it because he wants him on his team or because he's afraid of him? I don't know. Only thing I do know, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's going to be one heck of a competition. The next 4 weeks, twitch.tv/Dan Gheesling. And everyone else's respective channels, Champions Assault. In case you're wondering the format, I'm gonna hit you with it right here. Tonight, we draft. And I think we vote someone out. Every week, someone gets voted out. At the very end, everyone that gets voted out turns around and votes for the winner. Sounds a little familiar to me.
And his name is Bruh.
But I'm excited to do it. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Big shout out to all the individuals competing and excited for the draft. And also thank you to Kate and David Miyazaki for organizing this, which is gonna be sponsored by Good Shepherd Entertainment. That being said, I'll see you guys tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft analysis. I don't know who we're gonna pick first. I don't know who's gonna be on our team. Let me know in the comments below who you think the best 2 picks are gonna be for Team Daniel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Want to catch up on the Dan Gheesling Show or can't catch it live and you're a VOD boy or VOD girl? Then go over to youtube.com/Dan Gheesling Plays. There you'll find every single one of our live shows cut up in easily digestible episodes for your viewing pleasure and ease. Episodes are up within a day of the show, so you're never far behind if you want to catch up and watch live. Go to youtube.com/Dan Gheesling Plays, and that's our VOD archive where you can find everything on Twitch, but in the easily YouTube digestible format so you can rise up as a VOD boy or VOD girl.
Bruh.